What's going on, guys? Bengal again here, coming back at you with another video back on Riverside Royals Dynasty. It's the off season. Today, the big focus is securing the prospects that we've tried to recruit over the course of the season. A lot of these guys at the end of the season, and there aren't really a ton of guys that I think we're going to get, or I think that we have a good shot to get, because, and it's a good thing, we recruited so well during the season that we've already secured a bunch of really important good players. Jamar Cutler, 68 overall. He's a 2-star, but he's also a +7 overall. Quite good. Trevor Salyer, 68 overall. Quite good as a 3-star out of California. The first recruit from Riverside, home of the Riverside Royals. Probably didn't grow up a Riverside fan, as this is a community college, but is excited what we're, to stay local and be a part of what we're building here. And the 4-star athlete was one of our first commits. Could be a quarterback, could be a receiver, could be a great player. Marcus Kerr, like what he brings to the table, 3-star out of Gallup, New Mexico, 75 overall defensive end, gem, +6 overall. Pretty well balanced, good athlete. Like his potential. TJ Fields kind of has gone under the radar here because he was in between the big guys at the start and the big guys at the end. But Marcus Kerr, or TJ Fields, a great player, +6 gem. He's going to be one of the best receivers on the team. Maybe not this year, but in the future for sure. Good speed, good catching ability, good height. JD Lewis could come in and start right away at guard. And then we have Adam Daniel and Marion Bates. Could be a battle for quarterback. I'm not sure who's going to start. I don't know. I don't know if Marion Bates is more likely to be the quarterback or a corner. With Adam Daniel, he's pretty much a versatile offensive player. Could be running back, could be quarterback, could be receiver. We have a lot of options. And then Willie Hollins is a sick defensive end. Pretty good athlete, +7 gem, can kind of do it all. 81 block shed is huge. Big boy, 6'5", 266. But we're looking to get some help. Some good players. Terence Brown's the big one up front. He's a lighter defensive tackle, but he's also really athletic. Will be awesome in defending the pass with his pass rush ability. So it's going to be a big offseason for getting those recruits. Currently, we've signed a top 25 class, and we're looking to move up that board just a little bit more with hopefully a bunch of really big recruits in the offseason. I'm excited about it. This has been such an incredible season. Finished 9-4, but it was better than I think anyone would have expected. We won the SoFi Hawaii Bowl. We've pretty much, we exponentially improved each season. The goal was 5 wins. And here we are with 9 wins in season 3. Headed into season 4 with a ton of momentum. Signed a huge extension. And you know what? The program's faith in Gene Dangus has been rewarded with, by far, the best season in school history. If you missed out, I did show it in the last episode, but as you can see, Alabama's #1 now, first of all, which is really interesting. As you can see, for a bowl season, Alabama would finish as your national champions. So, I guess not really surprised there. I thought it'd be Florida based on their season, but no. The Heisman would go to Will Levis. Of course, never ended up transferring to Kentucky in this. He took that home. I showed all the All-Americans and things like that. So I'm just excited for a really big offseason, man. I'm excited for the future and the players that are going to be a big part of it. Let's go ahead and go to the offseason and catch some big players. Now, what does the coaching carousel offer? Wow. Ryan Day fired. Ohio State wants Gene Dangus. It's not going to happen. Stanford also wants Gene Dangus. 99 offense is surprising that it's better than Ohio State. But, no. We will not be interviewing for those jobs. And we'll advance the players leaving. This is a particularly sad part of it, as we'll see some players that have kind of shaped this dynasty, shaped this program, leave the program. And so many people ask, oh, get these players into the draft. Get them an Alliance franchise in Madden. None of these guys are getting drafted right now. I will say that. Now, let's go to the Mountain West. What's going on with Riverside? These guys extended? So our OC and DC are staying. That's cool. The player's leaving. Wow. John Humphreys, as a redshirt sophomore, has decided to declare and enter the draft? Absolutely not. Now, the persuasion chance is very high. I think I can guarantee a conference championship. I like it. John Humphreys coming back. Okay. You scared me for a bit there, John. Welcome back. Dude, as a redshirt sophomore declaring to be a 7th rounder, stop. Joel Pitts, though, is gone. Let's go position by position. Andy Byers. Senior quarterback, junior college transfer, man. He could have provided so many big moments had he been here for another season, but was tragically injured in his junior year. Hate to see it, but you know what? He was awesome in his senior season. We're grateful to him. And here's Denario Watson and Willie Briggs. Willie Briggs in particular, I think we're going to miss. He was that spark plug that could come in and really make a difference. But sadly, you know, he will be leaving. Receivers. We know about John Humphreys, but Darius Morris will be leaving as well, graduating. Aaron Duvall had some big plays. Pat Fitzgerald gone as well. Aaron Duvall, man, he was a good player. Tyrus White and Isaiah Brewer also graduating. Nothing at left tackle, but starting left guard Joel Thomas is graduating. Nothing at center, but starting right guard Gabe Young from Asbury Park, New Jersey, also graduating. Nick DeMarco didn't play, graduating. Joel Pitts, another big one. One of the highest overalls on the team. Junior college transfer. Two-way player, first two-way player in Royals history. Will be graduating as well. James Davenport gone too. Pop Jackson, so big in season 2. Unfortunately, we will be losing out on him and Sam McDuffie. Nothing at linebacker, but Ezekiel Sims. Been CB1 since the moment he stepped on campus. Since season 1, Ezekiel Sims was CB1. And after 3 seasons, he is graduating. And then nothing at safety, kicker, or punter. Now, I will say, I forgot to move the depth chart around so that the redshirted players wouldn't leave. So transfer requests could absolutely suck. If Phil Trippittly, I mean, I guess it wouldn't absolutely suck. He'd be RB2, but it would be super not fun to lose him, but it could happen. I'm ready for it. But it's only going to be transfer requests. Tyler Hood, Eric Coles, and Ricky Bernard. You know what? I don't know about Tyler Hood. I just don't. I mean, what is he going to be? At best, like a 60, maybe close to a 70 overall by the time he graduates. I mean, I guess it's good depth. We are going to let in Eric Coles. I could see him playing a lot. 65 overall sophomore. He could go up into the 70s after this offseason. And Ricky Bernard, and first of all, they are transfers. They cannot play in the first season from transferring. So these guys could end up being quite good. We're going to admit all of them. The center, probably not, but that's fine. Terence Brown, I know we're in a recruiting battle. This is where the rubber meets the road. Trying to get these guys. It's always so stressful. I feel like I never get this right. But I am putting in a whole lot of points on Terence Brown. He is the #1 guy. I'm putting in, we got 11.5. I'm putting in probably 5,000, maybe even 7,000 points to get Terence Brown. He's the only one I really care about. It's going to be minimum 5,000. I know I change it around a lot, but that's one that will absolutely be 5K. minimum when the dust settles. Got to decide, you know, who else we can really get, who else we have a shot at. Marcus Miller, I gotta have. We got to decide who we don't really have a shot at. Jakari Washington. I don't think I'm going to put points into him. Brandon Powell at D tackle. He's okay. I'll put some points into him. I don't know. I'm going back and forth. Clint Black, I definitely want. He's actually quite good. Really fast corner. We might not be able to get him, though. Russell Hudson, I really don't care about. Like, he's a good receiver, don't get me wrong. Really good. Just not sure if that's my priority right now. And Derek Smith, he's a +8 gem. It's cool. He's got an amazing juke. But I just can't really prioritize that right now. I've been deliberating on this. I might be putting in too many points to Terence Brown. I don't care. He's the #1 priority. Marcus Miller, I think I might be putting in too many points as well. But, I mean, depending on how many points they put in, they could steal him. And then Adam Sanders. He's good. No one's really going after him, but they could change their minds. Is the thing. Maybe I take some points out of here. Nah, I'm not. It doesn't matter. And then Brandon Powell I kind of want as well. But it's kind of the same deal with Adam Sanders. Like, doesn't really look like anybody wants him. But a lot of guys want Clint Black. And I want Clint Black. Maybe I'm going to take him off Brandon Powell. And even Adam Sanders and put him on a Clint Black. All right, I think I'm going to do that. And then Russell Hudson we have to lose out on. Derek Smith, Tommy Wilson, same deal. The only one I'm kind of annoyed about is Chris Morris, who is a good middle linebacker. But I just don't think we have a chance to get him. I mean, Stanford has offered him a scholarship. Washington hasn't. But he wants to go there. So I don't know. This is how I'm setting it up. You know what? I always say it like a Band-Aid. Just got to rip it off. And that's exactly what we're going to do. See you on signing day. And I think that went really, really well. We got Terence Brown. We got Clint Black. Derek Smith, I don't know who that is. I guess I recruited him. We got Marcus Miller. We got Brandon Powell, Tommy Wilson, JT King. Now, I know I probably wasted too many points doing this strategy. I did get some pro tips, but at the same time, I'm not going to go all in. I still want it to be me. Now, Adam Sanders. Adam Sanders is a player I wanted who did not end up signing. We're still in the lead on Russell Hudson and Adam Sanders. I don't know what happens to these guys. Please let me know down in the comment section. But I think that went really well. Wow, we were so close on Chris Morris. If we would have put points in, we would have got him. All right. That's annoying because he would have been actually quite good. And all I would have had to do is put in 500 points and boom, got him. Missed opportunity. Jakari Washington too. We got JT King. William Royal didn't want. Brandon Powell we got. Eric Scott didn't have a shot at. Why didn't I offer him? I just decided I didn't want him. Don't remember. Did get Derek Smith. I can't see these guys' attributes right now, but Terence Brown was the big one. We were up by a lot. Marcus Miller up by a lot. Clint Black up by a lot. Listen, could I have done better? It looks like absolutely, but I don't want to play the play it close card, right? I just want to say, hey, we did well. Let's celebrate the victories. We signed a really good class, and I'm really happy about it. Position changes. That's the next thing. Now, I was getting a lot of feedback about John Humphreys and why his overall plummeted at tight end. It's because the CPU automatically drops awareness, which I kind of think is a little dumb to drop it all the way down. But John Humphreys is 6'5", 220. I'm going to move him to tight end and just bump the awareness back up. Maybe I won't do 81, but maybe like a 71. I think minus 10 awareness is a pretty good compromise. If you don't like that, sorry, but John Humphreys is going to be far more useful at tight end, and he's built for it than at wide receiver. Elgin Collins, now a senior, he's not going to change. The only big changes we're going to see are with the athletes, the new athlete recruits. It's deciding about who our quarterback is. 78 quarterback, 77 running back, 77 receiver. Of course, nothing on defense. I'll think about this and I'll get back to you. It is nice that Phil Triplett decided to stay. Man, I'm really happy with our recruiting class. I feel like the ones in the past have not gone quite as well as this one did. But that's okay. And it's so weird not seeing Andy Byers here. A lot of athletes to decide on. Now, he is like, I guess he's running back receiver hybrid. He's just going to be depth. Where does Derek Smith go? He's a +8 gem, 84 speed. Let me see. Looks to me like he's probably a running back. Route running's a bit low. Yeah, Derek Smith's going to be a running back. I think TJ Fields will be a receiver. I think that makes sense to me. Our receiver room looks pretty good right now. Not amazing, but Corey Warren's going to take a step. Like Barrett Reed's going to take a step up. Even Javon Johnson is in his final year. We could use some more receivers though, because let's picture what it's going to look like after Collins and Javon Johnson are gone. It's going to be Michael Ham, TJ Fields, Corey Warren, and Barrett Reed. And then Ham's going to be gone the next year. He might even declare after this year. Who knows? But I very much doubt it. So I think we're making the right call. And I'm sorry. I know everyone, not everyone. I know some of you want Justin Bennett to be the hometown kid playing quarterback. Kind of a fun storyline. But he doesn't have to be a quarterback to be valuable. He is the most accurate. Right? I understand that. But look at how he is as an actual receiver. He's got 87 route running. He's 6'4". He's got good catching. Great catching. Justin Bennett's going to be a receiver. And I think he's going to be a really good receiver at that. And we need depth at receiver for sure. And he will be, I mean, awesome for us, I think. So now it just comes down to Marion Bates and Adam Daniel. Would I rather have Bates at quarterback where he's a 78 or at corner where he's a 73? Adam Daniel, though, can't play defense whatsoever. I think this comes down to not exactly having the best group of corners. Malik James is going to be gone. Alan Hart's gone in 2 years. Did get Clint Black. Now, I'm kind of surprised that Marion Bates is only a 73 overall corner. Because to me, when I see 87 speed and I see really good coverage like he has, 83, 85, I go, oh, he's going to be great. But he's a little bit of a lower overall there. But his juke and spin are just so low. Whereas with Adam Daniel, they're so high. Now, Daniel could go to running back. And Bates could stay at quarterback or go to quarterback. He is fast. He does have, you know, a pretty good arm at 84. It's got to happen. I think he's got to go to cornerback with his coverage ability and his speed. I think that's the right call. His overall is low, but he's good. So I think it's got to happen. And Adam Daniel will be our new quarterback. 84 speed, 87 arm strength. I mean, if there's a quarterback that can let us throw deep, but also juke guys out of their shoes. 87 juke, 82 spin move, got 72 stiff arm, 80 trucking. Adam Daniel should be a lot of fun to play with, and he is our new starting quarterback. I'm naming it now. Quarterback battle in camp with Ryan Davis. Yeah, okay. No one's believing that. Now, at 266, 6'5", 266, can I move Willie Hollins to D-tackle? I think I'm gonna. I like Phil Walker. I like Terence Brown. I do. But, well, Terence Brown hasn't played a snap yet. But I think he might need another year to develop. Hate to say it. We could start Marcus Kerr and Adrian Chandler. It's gonna have to happen. Marcus Kerr to left end. We don't really have a ton of depth at right end. I'd have to move one of these guys over. It's gonna be Jarrell Dawson over to right end. We signed a freshman. Now we could start Terence Brown right away. It's just, I think for the betterment of the team, he makes sense to be a D tackle. His awareness, why is his awareness so low? It's 41. Imagine at D tackle, it's going to be the same. 29. I'm going to raise that back up to 41. Yeah, really low awareness. This is holding these guys down. But yeah, Willie Hollins will be already the best D tackle on the team. Phil Walker will pass him in a little bit. But I mean, look at Terence Brown. D tackle, built 6'4", 247. 6'5", 266. I don't really see a problem with that. And yeah, he's going to be even better. Craig Jackson has 97 acceleration, by the way. I guess I didn't realize he was that high. Not really any pass rushing ability. I think I got to move one of these guys over to middle linebacker. Both slow. Eric Coles was a junior. Can't play this season. Coles, to me, makes a bit more sense at middle linebacker. So we're going to move him over just for depth. And I'm starting to like the team a lot. Is there anything I want to change? Anything I don't like? I think that's good. I'll just boost up the awareness for some of these guys. But overall, yeah, I'm super happy about it. Humphreys is a 71. You know, the last thing I'll check is his blocking. If he can't block at all, and I should have done that in advance, but if he can't block at all, I think I have no choice but to move him back. 57 run blocking. It's not great. Impact blocking's pretty low. Dude, receiver. I mean, receiver does look pretty good, but you got to picture Collins is going to be gone. We're going to have Javon Johnson gone. It'll be Warren, Fields, Ham for season, and Justin Bennett. Barrett Reed is just kind of fast. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe moving Humphreys back to receiver is a good call. Yeah, we're going to do that. The blocking just isn't good enough for me to feel like I'm making the right move keeping him there. And I mean, we're going to redshirt one of these guys anyway. I know some of you guys don't like redshirting for whatever reason. It's important for program building, especially at this point. But I think those are the position changes. Thought about John Humphreys as tight end, but I don't think it's the right move upon further inspection. And now we can see the training results. Always super fun. We'll start with quarterback. Ryan Davis is up to a 79 overall, +5. Still slow, but the accuracy should be much improved. +4 throw accuracy. He's going to be a good backup. He's a 79 overall. The reason I'm choosing to start the freshman is because of athleticism, plain and simple. Like +10 speed is just pretty big. So I'm sorry, Ryan Davis. You're good depth, but that's kind of it. At running back, Reggie Gonzalez up +5 to an 86 overall. Agility goes up. Acceleration +3. Awareness is fairly low for him. Break tackle up to an 85. 86 trucking. You can see the upgrades for Phil Triplett as well. 96 stiff arm for Reggie Gonzalez. I didn't realize it was that high. His juke is now into the 90s. And his catching is still phenomenal for a running back. So gotta love Reggie Gonzalez. Lee Mayfield's going up. Again, we're going to change some numbers. He's not going to wear 23 as a fullback. I thought he was a tight end, but not going to wear that number. John Humphreys, +3. Only 80 speed for him. Quite sad. Elgin Collins up to an 87. Michael Ham, +4. Javon Johnson, +5. Corey Warren, be playing for the first time this season, +4. Barrett Reed up to a 74 as well. Both John Humphreys and Elgin Collins have 95 catching. Michael Ham up to 67. It's not bad. 88 catching traffic, 97 route running. I mean, good luck keeping up with that. It's going to be very difficult. At tight end, Blake Hafer got a bit faster, up to 80 speed. I like that in the 80s. Now, +6 to a 79 overall. Like, that's a significant upgrade. 71 catching. I mean, he's not the best receiving tight end, but he is a pretty good blocker. 81 impact blocking, 75 run blocking. Like that quite a bit. Got a bit better on the offensive line. These guys will be significantly improved. I might even opt to start Joe Patton this year. Maybe not. We have a lot of depth at left tackle. Probably will try to redshirt somebody if I can. Robert Sanders in there. We have it +7. Craig Newman's an 81 overall now. Gonna be a really good center. 77 for Austin Andrews, +6, but we're gonna be graduating some of these players. Santana Griffin to a 78. Left end, James Lee went up a bit, but these are the big ones. Adrian Chandler, +5 to a 78. 88 acceleration. His finesse moves were already crazy. Power moves up to 82. Finesse moves up to 91. Block shedding improving a bit. Jarrell Dawson not looking too bad. Phil Walker is going to be unstoppable this season. 80 overall, +5. Awareness is still quite low, but as you can see, 84 power moves, 82 finesse moves, 83 block shed. All things you like to see. Sam Brown gets a marginal upgrade. Greg Hall could be huge. And yeah, moving Eric Coles over was certainly the right call. And I'll bump up that awareness, of course, a little bit. And where do we see big improvement for Greg Hall? He only had 75 tackle. Wow. It was really low. It's up to 77, only +2. 90 hit power. Good power and finesse moves. 92 block shed, though, is crazy. High pursuit. Coverage is actually pretty good. Yeah, Greg Hall will be even better. And then Craig Jackson up to a 78. These guys are juniors now. It feels just yesterday they were true freshmen, but that's season 2 to season 4 for you. 99 acceleration. Pretty good. And we can see 87 hit power. His tackling isn't that high either. Good block shed, though. Hope to see him go off this season. And then cornerback could be big. Tim Washington and Malik James both up into the 80s. Tim Washington only a sophomore, though. And we can see that where's your catching? Did I pass that? 49. I mean, no wonder he doesn't catch anything. He's got literal brick hands. That is a shame. Coverage, though, 92 man, 87 zone. Malik James is in the 90-90 club. Alan Hart has 92 zone. He could have moved back to safety, probably. We don't need him there, so I wouldn't have done that. We need to recruit cornerback pretty big this season. But I like my group this year. I think they're going to be quite good. This could be quite nice. Bruce Clemens up to an 82. Got a speed boost. What else? 74 catching. 87 jumping. Tackling went up. Hit power is not that high. 83 zone. Pretty good. And then, of course, true sophomore Joseph Brown. 92 speed. I mean, we had a lot of speed out there. So that's encouraging. I think he's actually pretty good at tackling, too. Yeah, 81 tackling now. Hit power is not really there. And then 80 zone. Got to be happy about that. Terrence Fitch gets a +6. See kick power, 75, 76 kick accuracy. And then punter McMahon here jumps up to 81 kick power, 72 kick accuracy. Not bad all in all. Team's looking pretty good. Do you have to cut anybody? Not sure. No, roster size is 70 of 70. I mean, should we cut somebody? We don't really need to carry 2 fullbacks. Derek Bryant really serves no purpose at 58 overall. Dude, these linebackers gotta go. I guess he's good for that pipeline. I mean, Jeremy Long really... I mean, Carl Myers, a junior... Okay, I got it. You know what? There's no reason to cut him. We're at 70. There's no reason to. Custom conferences. I don't really want to change anything. Don't really feel a need to. Very excited to play UNLV this season. Let's advance to the preseason. I think we should be more of a recruiting powerhouse this season, as I would expect that we are a higher respected and ranked team. Now, we're not going to be a team, unfortunately, that's actually ranked. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of these have gone up quite a bit. Like, we're still at the very bottom for pro potential, have not turned a player pro, but next season that will change if John Humphreys declares. Campus lifestyle, still down, but we're starting to be better. We're positive all time in terms of record. And as you can see, coach prestige is up at the B+. Teams will value that. Alabama with a new head coach, by the way. Championship contender. I mean, we could certainly be ranked this season. And I think if we get ranked, you know, who knows if we get hot at the right time. I know we lost some gut wrenchers there at the end, some heartbreakers, but, you know, I really think that we could compete for a top 10 spot, maybe. I'm not really sure. It's season 4. I think we could certainly take a jump here, but I'm excited about the potential. I'm excited about the future. And I will be setting up that board, but let's go ahead and redshirt players first. This is super important. It's not going to be Adam Daniel. Guarantee you that. It's not going to be Reggie Gonzalez. It will be Derek Smith. He won't play. At receiver, it's got to be TJ Fields. Obviously don't want him to leave because he has big time potential, like really, really good. But having him for an extra year, I think is going to be so big because he'll go into his his redshirt freshman year as an 80 overall, which currently would be the 4th highest rated receiver on the team. Justin Bennett, I want to play a lot. Like, we could redshirt him, but he is one of the better receivers on the team right now. It's tough with him because we probably should. Listen, I know that's going to be not unpopular because people want to see Justin Bennett right away, but he'll go into his redshirt freshman year as an 80 plus with John Humphreys staying at receiver, Elgin Collins, Michael Ham, and then we have Javon Johnson, who is a 79 or 77 overall, same overall as Bennett. Corey Warren, redshirt freshman, slightly worse than Justin Bennett. I feel like redshirting him and then not playing him in season 2 doesn't make a whole lot of sense. He's got 87 route running. It's just, I'm not going to redshirt him as a true sophomore. So it's either now or never, in my opinion. I guess we always can take it off. I am conflicted about that. I'm going to come back to that one. I know it's going to be, not a popular decision to redshirt him. I do think it's best for the program, though. Probably should redshirt both of these offensive linemen. JT King for sure. I like my ends. Otherwise, one of these D tackles for sure. It's going to be Brandon Powell. Willie Hollins, again, I got to boost that overall, or that awareness, which will in turn boost his overall. So you're going to see him be probably closer to an 80 than a 77. Terence Brown, I do like. I think I'm going to redshirt him now and keep Brandon Powell as my depth player. You know what? No. We're gonna have him play a little bit. Linebacker's fine. Tommy Wilson can get redshirt. Actually, no, he can't. He's got to play this season because we have no depth. I can't have Mike Baker and Carl Meyer coming in. Craig Jackson, obviously not. At corner, Marion Bates, 5-star corner. I know, higher overall quarterback. I don't care about the overall. I really don't. He's going to be big, I think, on defense. I mean, when you look at his coverage ability, he's clearly right up there. And I think redshirting both of my freshman corners is the right move. Maybe even all of my corners. Maybe I'll let Salyer play. He's a little bit better, just in case he has to come into the game. I know we're redshirting a lot of guys, but I mean, these are going to be players that are so big for us down the stretch. Alan Hart's going to be a senior next year. Malik James is going to be gone. It's important to make these decisions now so we don't get killed later. Joseph Brown, obviously not. But we're going to redshirt quite a few players, but I think it's the right move. UNLV, last game of the season. Man, am I excited for that game. Boise State, got Hawaii. I mean, a lot of these teams we've had our battles with. Is this the same exact order as the previous season? This will be our schedule. It's not going to be super easy, but even with all the ranked opponents, I don't think this is going to be super, super tough either. We're starting with a challenge. I don't want to make this too easy. I do want to be ranked this season, but we're going to work for it. At number 22, Indiana to start the year. Then we're hosting Tulane. They are ranked. Hopefully they hold that ranking up to week 2. And we're hosting Maryland. So we have back-to-back home games against ranked opponents. I think I could do a lot for our ranking or potential ranking if we're as good as I think we can be. We have a bye. Then, of course, finally hosting Colorado State. We've been there like 4 years in a row somehow. 3 games in a row. I swear we were at Colorado State. And we have to go to Nevada. We've had our struggles with them over the years. Hosting BYU. So another home game against a ranked opponent. BYU doesn't play anybody. They are pretty good. They're going to be about a 90 overall. So this will probably be our biggest challenge of the year, I think. And we could lose before that for sure. But I think BYU is going to be a good challenge, midway through the year. And we're going to find out who we are at that point. Either we're a really good team or we're still struggling. We're not there yet. Hosting San Diego State in a rivalry game. We are at Wyoming, hosting Fresno State, at Hawaii. Remember the Honolulu miracle that happened with Michael Ham. Unreal. Unreal game. Heartbreak in Hawaii for the Honolulu Rainbow Warriors. That's not it. For Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Then we are at Boise State. Going to play on the blue field. And then, of course, hosting UNLV in what will be the biggest murder of all time. UNLV will be slaughtered. And then Conference Championship Week, which I hope we will be taking part in. That's our schedule. Gonna set up the recruiting board as well, as I always do. Need a punter, jump on that. And then we need strong safety, just for depth, and then outside linebacker. But we're just really looking for the best players. Let's see. 31 matches have us as top school, including 4-star quarterback. Matt Montgomery could be quite good. 4-star receiver. And these guys actually want to come to Riverside. Super exciting. It really is. And these are only the number 1 interest, guys. Let's see top 3 schools. Ooh, even better players. Let's start adding some of these guys to the board. I think we're kind of fine on quarterback, but also we could need it down the line. I don't think this is a year that I'm going to go after a quarterback too big. Maybe could use another receiver at this point. Of course, got to be looking forward. I'm kind of ignoring quarterback right now, but I'm also kind of not, because I know I'm going to be adding athletes to the board that probably are quarterbacks. So I don't really feel the need to add any of these guys to my list just yet. Who's real fast? Well, we want you to also be decent. I don't really want a JUCO player. At least not right now. Joel Holmes could be a pretty good fullback. We'll add him. What about my Jersey boys? Who looks good out of New Jersey? These can't be the best, surely. All right, there we go. All right, I've had 35 guys to the board. Let's go ahead and start looking at them. We have 1,000 points to scout. Let's see. Should I order these first? I mean, we don't really even know who's good. Let me look at the athletes. +2. Mark Morgan, I had high hopes for. Yeah, 6'6", 310. I liked him to probably be an offensive lineman or a D tackle. He's got 81 power moves, 81 tackle. He's probably a defensive or offensive lineman. I'm trying to build up that New Jersey pipeline. He's a 4-star. It's probably going to be pretty tough to get. We have some steep competition there. We get some huge bonuses for these offensive linemen. Now, hopefully they're good. +7 for Aaron Garcia. That's a gem. Alex Hood is slightly better, but kind of knew what he would be. Ronald Rogers is a +5. Gotta get Ronald Rogers. 76 is very, very good. Matt Carter, as we're about to lose South Carolina, is as good as we thought he was. And then Eric Smith is the best so far. +8 gem to be a huge player to get. At guard, +5 gem. Chris Wiggins is -2. But Derek James, +280. I mean, huge bonus there. -3 for Michael Bird. What about some of these defensive ends? Look like they could be pretty good. And they still could be, even if it goes down. Robert Robertson, already a fun name because it's dumb. I'm sorry, but if your name is Robert Robertson, you are Robert who's the son of Robert, and Robertson's your last name. I don't like it. But he does look really good. But we have some steep competition for him. Ooh, +5 gem for Ronald Harris. 80 block shed. He's just a run-stopping D tackle. Zach Pearson. It's a 4-star too. I hate to see when they're 4 stars because that means they are getting offers. And that's really bad for us. That's how we lose out on guys. Tell me Brandon Griffin's going to be good. We're not on his board yet. Hopefully we get there. A really good tackler. Didn't look at any of these guys, though. And all the athletes. I guess all the athletes is not a lot. I started with them. There are only 2 of them. But I'm ready to start the season. I think this was a really, really good offseason. Certainly enjoyed myself, as I always do. The offseason is always the most fun part. Because you can look forward to the future. I mean, obviously the season's fun too, but you get what I'm saying. Because you really establish, how good your future's going to be. Pretty much. And week 1, we'll take on ranked Indiana. We're not starting off easy, but hopefully we can get the win. I do want to find out about more of these guys, but I know how important it is to actually put points into guys. So I'm conflicted. Ryan Howell looks quite good. Some really good players in here. Should not have scouted the JUCO guy. Kind of already know about him. This tight end, we actually might have a shot to get. He's the number 10 player in the class. He's worse than we thought. He's not that good. Oh, man, I'm trying to compare him to the current tight end we have. He's very comparable. The only difference is he is in high school. And the tight end we have is a sophomore in college. But that's like... It's not a huge difference in terms of age. Just added a ton of the top athletes in the class to the board. Or a ton of the top players. Just want to see. You know, are we going to have any chance to get these guys? 90 throw power from Craig Davis. Or Craig Butler. Where I get Davis from? 81 speed, 90 throw power, 80 throw accuracy. It's a crazy good arm. What about Mark Jordan? 89 throw power, 83 throw accuracy. Another crazy good arm. This week, though, is to decide who we actually want to put points on and who we're going to have a chance to get. It's got to be 550 and a scholarship for Mark Morgan. That's right. We got kitchen sink. So we're going to be able to compete for some more of these guys than we did last year, I think. But I want some of the top guys. And we're going to do our damnedest to compete for them. I'm going to take Bruce Smith off the board. I just don't really need a tight end like that. So I put 550 points on a lot of different players. And I think on the rest of them, I'm going to just start to offer some scholarships. I think that's going to be the way I approach it. The first week is kind of always the hardest because you're going to see who you have like an actual chance to get and who is just a pipe dream. And it's always tough to kind of give up on guys. You're like, oh man, like he looks really good. But a lot of the guys, you just have to come to grips with the fact that you're not going to be able to get them. Because at this point, you know, our school is not prestigious enough to be in a position to land a lot of the top guys. And that can be a tough pill to swallow. But, you know, it's an important thing to know is who you actually have a chance to get and who you don't. So I offered plenty of scholarships. Some of these guys were pretty much going to instantly take off our board. I am wasting points because I know we're probably not going to have a good shot to get, you know, some of these guys that I offered scholarships on. None of these guys down at the bottom. I'm just trying to see what they're all about. But Mark Morgan, for example, could be a really, really tough guy to get. 4-star, 79 overall athlete. We know he's real good. However, up to this point, we're going to be the only team that's offered scholarships on literally everybody. We'll know a lot more next week. But next week, or this week, next episode, we're going to take on number 22 Indiana and hopefully kick off this season with a huge win over a ranked opponent. Recruiting is going to be very interesting this year. We should be more aggressive and better than ever, but also we still have to know that, listen, we're still not going to be able to compete for a lot of these top guys. The name of the game will be stealing them with the low lock percentage players, the ones that nobody's offering scholarships on for no reason. The name of the game is going to be stealing those guys. Getting our coach upgraded, you know, getting more kitchen sink, and that, of course, will hopefully help us sign the best recruiting class of all time at one point. But we are a long way away from that, and hopefully you guys are excited for the rest of the journey. Thank you so much for watching the offseason. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you're excited for Season 4, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.
Insane, I hit it at the park, bend bones. See me high step to the end zone. My life like a game, Nintendo. Playing with the best, let them know. Get off the track, the train's coming through. Yeah, promise you get in my way, then you best believe I'ma just run over you. Yeah, yeah. Papa turn, taking it back to the house. Defensive joke, I'm laughing so loud. Speedbird's good.